Some might say that I'm a loner, but I just call it being free. I am my heart's only owner, or at least I used to be. 'Cause now a wildfire is raging deep inside, and my heartstrings are...
Hey everyone, I'm Calvin with Southern Country Living.
And I'm Marie.
And we hope you're having a fantastic day today. This is our Sunday chat for November the 10th of 2024. And for here in Northwest Georgia today, our temperatures are in the mid-70s. It's just a little bit too warm for this time of November. And we hadn't had any rain at all. We were supposed to got rain this last 2 or 3 days.
And it's been looking like it was going to rain, but it just hadn't. And then yesterday it was just beautiful. And today it's a little overcast again. So we're still hoping for rain, aren't we?
We're hoping. we might have seen a sprinkle, and that's about all. But we definitely need some rain here in Northwest Georgia. At least we're not getting all that snow they're getting out in Colorado.
I know.
A little bit of snow is fun, but they're having a lot of snow out there.
If it just stays 1 or 2 days, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
But when it stays longer than that, no.
No, I agree with you. Okay, we're going to go ahead. Well, before we start the devotional, I want to mention one thing real quick. Today is the very last day that you can order shirts and sweatshirts, aprons, and hats. If you want to order any of our Southern Country Living merchandise, you must order today before 12 o'clock midnight tonight. Today is the very last day. And so we've had a real good sale, and they're going to get started packing all the merchandise up and everything start next week. So if you want to order, be sure you get your order placed today. I'll put you a link right here, and there'll also be a link in the description below. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and do the devotion, Marie.
Okay.
This week, Marie's devotion is on Mark 10, verse 19, and it's entitled, Keeping the Commandments.
It says, you know the commandments. You shall not murder. You shall not commit adultery. You shall not steal. You shall not give false testimony. You shall not defraud. And honor your father and mother. It says, we know and rely on the love God has for us. God is love. Whoever lives in love lives in God, and God in them. And that's one of the ways that you can really separate the good sheep from the bad sheep. If a person claims to be a Christian and they go around all the time causing trouble and fussing and doing all kinds of stuff that don't show the good fruit, of course we're not supposed to judge, but your fruits will show. Okay, it says, a rich man asked Jesus how to know that he would have eternal life. There were no special rules for the wealthy. Jesus asked the man how he treated others. Was he kind, fair, and moral? Did he treat others with respect and honor and give them the honor that they deserved? There are no shortcuts to eternity. It matters to Jesus how people treat one another. Love for God is shown not just by how you treat Him, but also by how you treat others. So I thought that was a good devotional today. And it also shows, like I said, the sheep from the goats. If you're acting in love, you most likely are a Christian. And if you're going around causing havoc, well, unless you repent, then Your fruits are not showing what you're saying you are. Okay, so that's all I have to say on that today.
Well, that was a good devotion today, Marie. I enjoyed it. And we have some viewers that are very nice too, aren't they?
Oh, yes, we have some wonderful viewers.
And you've got 2 packages this week. I'll let you show those next, Marie.
Okay, I got this one right here from Pam Roser. Did I pronounce that right? Roser?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's just a Southern Living Christian cookbook. It's got a lot of good, really pretty decorating styles in here also. I really enjoyed it. Seeing all the different styles of how people decorate. That tree right there is just beautiful. And then it's got a lot of good recipes in here. So I really have enjoyed this, and I'm going to be looking forward to baking some of these recipes that's in this book too. I can't wait to do that. Also, I got sent another cookbook, and it's the Taste of Homes cookbook. And this right here was from Elaine, and she sent me a nice little note in there, and I appreciate that and enjoyed reading it. And it's got a lot of good holiday baking recipes in here also. And I'm looking also forward to making something out of this. So thank you very much for these cookbooks. I appreciate it very much, and I really enjoy this time of year baking some of them. And I might not should eat all those good desserts, but they sure do look good. And I can't turn them down most of the time.
Yes, that was very nice of both of those, especially with it being the Christmas season coming up. We're definitely getting into the Christmas season because you've been decorating a tree. Had a lot of fun doing
Some
that,
people
didn't you?
think it's maybe a little bit too early, but it's just been my tradition for a long time to start getting a little jump on the season.
Well, after our grandchildren got older and we don't have as much company as we used to, to me it's fun to have the tree up and you get to enjoy it a little bit longer. So I like your tradition of doing it right after Halloween. Okay, this last week we've been working on our den, and I'm going to try to do a video on that when I get completely finished. And I would say we're only about a day away from being completely finished. We just got to get in there and do it. But I want to talk about a couple of things that was very interesting that happened this last week. And as most of you know, I'm 72 years old, and I can still get a lot done, but I can't do as much as I used to when I was younger.
Right.
So we were going to put...
And that's the reason you need fast and easy recipes, isn't it?
That's right. So we was going to put a new TV in the den. And so I went up to Walmart. They had one on sale for $238 for a 58-inch TV. Now they offered delivery. They would have brought it to my house for me. But I read reviews, and a lot of people complained about the person delivering it was dropping it on the driveway and sliding it around, and just all kinds of problems. So I wanted to go up there and get it my own self and make sure I got it home safely.
Right.
Okay, so I go to Walmart to pick it up, and I'll skip all the details of what I went through inside the store, but I decided that I would push it out to the car by myself. I knew Marie was in the car and that she could help me. We could put it into the trunk of the car without any trouble. So I'm pushing it out there and push it right up to the back of the car, and I opened the door. Our car is made so that the back seats fold down, and it gives your trunk almost 8 foot of room that you can put something in. So that TV would go in very easily. So I go back to the TV that's sitting there on the buggy, and I know what all of you are thinking. You're thinking, uh-oh, he dropped it. But no, this is what I want to talk about. Just as I get back there, here comes this red, I believe it was a Camaro, I say red, it was more of an orangish color, but it was either a Camaro or it was a one of the Dodge Chargers. But it was a very pretty car. It's the type of car that the young people love to drive. And the boy driving it, or the man driving, he was probably 30 years old. He might have been a little older, a little less. He had a female with him. He pulls right up to my cart and stops. And he looks at me, he already has window down. He said, "Sir, can you use some help with that TV?" And I thought to myself, bless your heart. I said, "I sure can." And so he just jumped right out, and I opened the trunk. It didn't take 5 seconds. We slid that TV right in, and he made the comment, he said, "I had no idea that these cars, the seats would fold down like that where you could put it in so easily." And I said, "Yeah, I knew it would do that, and I'd already measured. I knew it was going to fit perfectly." And so we put it in. He jumped back in his car and was gone. Of course, I thanked him. And I told Marie, that right there is just God blessing me and putting that man right there at the right time. And he was such a nice person, and he just came right up and offered to help me. And what more could you ask for?
He was showing his good works, wasn't he?
He really was. And Marie told me after I got in the car, she said, "Calvin said that's just God's way of paying you back for all the times you've helped so many people throughout your life." And so I appreciate that too, Marie. And but anyway, I wanted to share that with everyone, because in this day and time and in our country, there's so much turmoil right now, but they are still a lot of good people, and there's a lot of good people doing good things.
Right.
So I certainly do appreciate that. Okay, and since we mentioned that, I want to tell one more thing, Marie. I wasn't really going to say anything about this today, but I think I will real quick. We have a friend that lives in the community, and his name is Tim. And Tim is commonly referred to as the mayor of Lindale, which is the town right here that we live right beside. And he is just the nicest person. He helps everybody and the whole community. Everybody knows him. Well, yesterday he was on his way to work. He works at Model High School, and he was involved in a really bad accident. The person that hit his vehicle, that lady passed away, and she had, I believe, 4 children. I think 3 of the children was with her, and they're in the hospital. Tim is also in the hospital. He has broken hips, broken legs. I think they had to remove his spleen, broken wrist.
I don't know if they had to remove his spleen or operate on it.
Okay, I'm not sure if they had to. Anyway, he had to have 2 different surgeries yesterday. So I know he's going through a lot right now, but he is a very good Christian. He has prayed for more people than we can imagine. And like I said, he has helped more people than you can imagine. So I'll just go ahead and ask that everyone, if you pray, put Tim and his family on your prayer list and pray for him. And then also pray for the family of the lady that passed away, because she's got, if I understood right, she's got 3 children in the hospital with injuries. They have not released her name, so I really don't know who she is, but I'm sure that most of the people in the Rome area is going to know her, because we're a tight community and everybody knows everybody. But pray for all of them, and we appreciate it. And like I said, Tim is a wonderful person. If I could find the video, he did a little section on one of my videos for me one year, and he talked a little bit, and I've got him on video, but I'd have to do some searching to find that, wouldn't I, Marie?
Yeah.
Okay, and so I'm gonna get back on topic now. We was talking about working on the den, and I did the TV. The other thing that I did this last week, I got a real good deal on some tables, and I bought them from Amazon. They turned out to be a little smaller than what I thought they were going to be, but I ordered a total of 3 little end tables to set my computer on, and Marie wanted to put some of her stuff on it. And we're, like I said, we're trying to set up as a den, and it's just basically going to be a little just a private den for me and you. No other chairs in there.
Yeah.
So I put all those end
It's a
tables
small
together.
room.
It is a very small bedroom. I put all those end tables together and got them in there. And then I found a real good bargain. Our granddaughter, Kim, had suggested, she said, Pop, I think it would look real nice in there if you got one of the electric fireplaces that has the fire that looks like it's really burning. And she said, you can get one for around $400. So I got to looking around and I was finding them in the $300 and something range. I found a couple of them for about like $289, something like that. And I was getting ready to order one of those. And the morning that I was going to order, as I started placing my order, a little ad popped up from Home Depot. And Home Depot had one that was regular $300 and about $80. And they had it on sale for $149. And that was included free shipping to your house. So I read all the reviews on it, and of all things, this one had better reviews than the other ones I was looking at. So I showed it to Marie. Marie liked it, so we went ahead and ordered it, and it came right in like it was supposed to. It was a lot of work to put it together. It took me just a little over 4 hours to put it together. And I had read most people were saying it took them 3 hours to 4 hours to put it together. So I guess I did pretty good if I did it in just a little over 4 at my age. But I got it together, got it in there, got it set up. It's working perfectly, and we love it, don't we, Marie?
Yeah, we like it.
And here's you a quick picture of it just to show you what it looks like. And I love how the flame just looks like it's a real flame in there, and it's not a real flame at all. Okay. The next thing that we've been doing this last week, we did make one shopping trip to Hobby Lobby. Do you want to talk about that section? Let me get a little break on talking.
Yes, we went out to the Mexican restaurant, and then after we finished lunch, we walked down to Hobby Lobby. And I especially wanted to go there because I remember the last time I was there, they had some pretty angels that were about this high, and they were beautiful. And so I wanted an angel for my Christmas tree topper. And so I went out there to get it, and she really looks nice sitting on my tree, doesn't she?
She does.
And also, I said that I was going to do some more to my tree, but I think I like it just like it is, and I don't think I'm going to do anything else to it. I think it looks good just like it is.
Looks great. I'm enjoying it.
If I do anything else, I'll just maybe add just a few more ornaments, and then I might put a ribbon on it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet. But like I said, I'm pretty much pleased with it just like it is. And so I really enjoyed that trip out there, but I did notice that a lot of things were gone, especially some of the things that I had my eye on. And but they still had quite a bit of stuff in Hobby Lobby. By all means, it wasn't all gone, but a few of the things that I did have my eye on had disappeared. And one of them was this really pretty church. It was about this big. It was made out of wood, and it was pretty reasonable. It was only $39. And I said, well, I'll get that next time I go out there, but that was nowhere to be seen. So if you see something you like this time of year, you might ought to get it, or it might not be there. And but I really enjoyed my trip out there, and I enjoyed my getting my angel. And that's about all I have to say about my trip to Hobby Lobby.
Okay. And the best part about your trip to Hobby Lobby was we came home, and the very next day we did the decorating a tree and made a video out of it. And I had a lot of fun decorating a tree. Now, Marie and I, we've been decorating a tree together for all our life, I guess. But normally I'll put the tree together and then Marie will put the lights on it and do all the decorating. And I'll help her some with it, but mainly she's in charge. And so that's how we done it this year, didn't we, Marie? And we love working together like that. Okay, now this last week, we also Marie had to go to a doctor's office. And on that particular day...
Yeah, and I was not looking forward to it.
That was supposed to be our day off.
Yeah.
But we had a late appointment. I think it was 1 o'clock. And so when we got into the office, it was right after lunch. And we were the only person there when we walked in. But before Marie got called back, there's about 8 other people that showed up. So I'm glad we had one of the earlier appointments. But after seeing the doctor, we did go to Piccadilly and had a real good lunch. That's something that we enjoy doing. More of a stress relaxation after going to a doctor visit is go enjoy a good lunch. And then Marie said, let's go get a Crumbl cookie. So we did go get the Crumbl cookie. Marie was wanting the key lime pie.
Yes.
And, but now Marie actually made a video on the Crumbl cookie key lime pie.
And they were a hit. Everybody that ate one of them just loved them.
Yeah, I'll leave you a link down below if you want to go watch her video of her making the key lime pie Crumbl cookies. And the doctors, she was very impressed with how everything is going with Marie and how Marie's been doing. And but she said it's been a little over 18 months since last time Marie had a CT scan. And she said she felt like it would be a good thing to go ahead and do a CT scan for Marie, just to make sure nothing's coming back and everything still looks good. So you'll be doing that sometime in the near future. They hadn't scheduled it yet, but that'll be coming up.
Lucky me.
Well, CT scans are not too bad. They don't take very long.
I know they're not, but I just don't like them.
You're like me. I don't like going.
I don't guess nobody likes them, but
I don't like going to any medical appointments, period.
no. In fact, I have rarely ever started going to the doctor until I got in the late 60s, and you have to go.
And that was me. My only time ever being in the hospital was after I turned 70 years old, and then look at all I've had to go through since then. So, okay. Let's talk about our videos that we did last week, Marie. We were able to get 6 videos made this last week, and all 6 of these were new videos. We didn't do any throwback videos this last week at all. And we can't promise to do that every week, but we'll do the best we can. Okay, I'm not sure how long this video has went, but I know our battery is starting to get low, so I may have to stop and change battery here in just a minute. But on our videos that we did this last week, the first one we did was our Sunday chat, and it was entitled Heart Choices. And we got a lot of really good comments on that video, Marie. And I enjoyed it, and I think most of our viewers did too. The second video that we did this last week was our Prepping Haul End of Month video. And we enjoy doing the prepping videos. On this one though, we did a grocery pickup order and actually picked up our prepping supplies without having to go inside the store.
And they actually did fairly good. We only had 2 dented cans.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
No.
And we also went to Piggly Wiggly's and picked up some a lot of meat that we put in the freezer. On our third video, we did the barbecue pork roast, and that was one of the roasts that we bought when we went on the prepping haul the day before.
Right.
And that barbecue turned out so great. And Cynthia, she came by and she had a barbecue sandwich, and Kim and Addison come by and they had barbecue sandwiches. So it was real good. The fourth video we did was our Hobby Lobby shopping video, and that's where Marie went and picked up the angel for the tree. That was a very good video. If you didn't see it, go back and find it and watch it, and you'll enjoy it. The fifth video that we did was Marie's Christmas tree, and that's where we decorated the tree. Now, we do have a video up from several years ago where you decorated our really big tree, but that was a long time ago before we tried doing a lot of videos, and we didn't know what we were doing, but it was a pretty good video. I still enjoyed going back and watching it myself. Our next video we did was had a weird topic to it, but I couldn't think of anything to give it a name, so I named it Retired. How do you take a day off when you're retired? And if you think about it, when you're retired, you don't have to go to work anyway. But just getting up, getting ready, getting dressed, having some breakfast, doing your daily chores is like working. And then you got to turn around and do all the housework that has to be done. You're shopping, you run your errands and going to doctors. And when you reach retirement age, it seems like you go to the doctor every time you turn around. And so that was sort of a little joke there. You know, how do you take a day off when you're retired? Because it seems like you're going more than you go before you quit working, don't you, right? But anyway, that was all of our videos for last week. I hope you watched every one of them. Hope you enjoyed them. We do have a couple of good videos planned for this coming week. And if I get finished with the den, I'll probably go ahead and try to put together a video on the den. It may be a very short video because I hadn't even started yet. I have no idea, but it's just a lot of little short clips that I'll put together. But the main thing, you'll be able to see what it looked like before I started, and you'll see what it looked like afterwards. And that's the goal right there. Right. And then of course we got some cooking videos. And Marie and I, we're going to do an air fryer recipe here in the next day or two. And we've got an air fryer that we've been using for 2 or 3 years, maybe 4. We've had a long time. But we've also got a brand new air fryer that we only used 1 or 2 times testing it. And it's out there in our pantry area just sitting in storage. But I think I'm going to get that brand new air fryer out, Marie. And I've got a specific item that I want to cook in the air fryer that I've never seen anyone do a video cooking it. And I want to try it and see how it turns out.
Okay, this is new to me.
And I hadn't told you about it yet, but we're going to do it in the new air fryer, and we'll see how it works.
Okay.
The new one is actually bigger than our other one, so I'm not sure how to work, but we'll try it.
Yeah, we got it as a Christmas present from one of our children.
Yeah, Lamar and Tara gave us that, I think 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And they didn't know we already had an air fryer.
Lots of times when something sits, you know, it doesn't do too good. I hope it still does great.
Yeah, I hope it works great.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we will go ahead and close this video out. I want to remind you one more time, if you want to order some merchandise, today is your very last day. You must order today if you want to get any merchandise. We'll probably do the sale again next year, but it may be, 6 months to a year before we do it again. So if you want to get something, order it now. Like I said, we've ordered quite a few. I appreciate everyone that's placed the order, and I hope you enjoy your merchandise. I know that everything we sold last time, people just love the quality because the shirts and sweatshirts are made so well.
Yeah.
And so, okay, Maria, I've talked too much today. Y'all have a great week. We love each and every one of you. We really appreciate all those comments. You've been giving us so many comments. And we like it when you hit the subscribe button. Hopefully everyone watching is a subscriber. But if you're not, hit the subscribe button and subscribe to our channel. It don't cost you anything. And I think you'll enjoy watching the videos that we put on.
And also give us a thumbs up. And also this week I would like for everyone to remember everyone in the Purple Prayer Book. We have a lot of people in there that need some prayer. And there's a lot of people in there that are in some very serious circumstances, having some very serious health issues. And so if you can remember them this week. And I guess that's about all I have to say, unless Calvin has anything else to say.
We're good.
Still, and also just remember everyone who's still suffering from the hurricane that went through Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and all the states. Just please remember all those people that are going through terrible life changes. And so I guess that's about all I have to say. And so y'all do what you love and love what you do. And we'll see y'all on the next video. Bye.
stand by you when you're falling, when the river is calling. I said I love you forever. We can make it together. What goes up must come down. There's lots of friendly faces all around.